Hello, it's Mary Beth Shaw. I'm going to show you the new StencilClub offering from StencilGirl Products. These are 2 stencils that you get if you're a club member for the month of February, and they are so cool. Are you into the Rolodex craze? Well, guess what? I am now. I bought a vintage Rolodex on eBay and I like it so much. I'm hitting my cat now because he's going after the cord. Anyway, these are the 2 stencils you get if you're a member of this month's club, and they are so very, very cool. We'll link up the club here so you can take a look, but you get masks, you get stencils, the whole deal. Like this one down here, these are designed by Tina Walker, by the way, and I love Tina. She's so clever, and she is all about Rolodex, and she has a French Bulldog, so naturally she wanted to make one of these dedicated to her French Bulldog. So for this one, you get a mask, which means it has these little tabs in here that you cut out. And then you can use the mask in your work. So you can have the stencil and the mask combo, which our Stencil Club members have become so enamored with this stencil and mask combination. Actually, not even just the members, anybody who buys our stencils, you know that we do this a lot. And I think we were probably one of the first companies to do this. And we love all the different options that are available when you have a stencil and a mask. So look at that little dog. Is that so cute? Oh my God. Love, love, love. And these are the little round Rolodexes, and you get 6 of those. This one's also got a mask, this palm leaf. So nice. I'm going to set that aside and show you the other one, which is the rectangular shaped Rolodex templates and stencils. So cool. You've got faces, you've got marks, you've got math, you've got lines, you've got all the things. It's so great. And I made one already. I made this one with the letters, and I'll show you my vintage Rolodex that I got on eBay. Look at it. It is so cool, and it has all the letters in here, except the A is a little bit torn off. So, well, not a little bit. The A is missing. But I think every other letter's there, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it, but I did on this one. So what I did was I did my design on the front, and I'll hold this up so you can see it better. And then on the back, I wrote what I did. So it could almost be like a, my Rolodex could be techniques, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But that seemed like an idea. So anyway, let me show you how I made this one, all right? I used some of Tim Holtz's new products, his Lost Shadow just colors primarily, but the distress inks are the ones that I like, and the distress oxide. Oh my, love, 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 love. So I will show you what I did to make that one. And so the first thing I did was I just used a tag. I feel like if you're going to work on these Rolodexes, they need to be a little bit more rigid. Maybe you could use a manila folder or something like that, or a tag, or just any kind of a more, a more rigid substrate. So I'm pouncing on the embossing ink, the clear embossing ink. And then I'm going to, I've got my little coffee filter here. I'm going to sprinkle the powder over top of it, the embossing glaze. This is Kitsch Flamingo, which is a color I really like, and I thought it would be gorgeous with this Lost Shadow. So I was very excited to get these colors and be able to play with them. in Lost Shadow. Oh my God, you guys, it's everything I thought it was going to be. Love it. All right, so we'll put this back in here so we can use it again. And then I will emboss this. All right, we are embossed here. The reason I wanted to emboss it first was so that I could get that design down, and then it would be a resist to the Distress Oxide inks that I'm going to use on top. So I have a piece of paper under here that I kind of have used as a blending / blotting type paper. And okay, so this through here is the Lost Shadow, which is Tim's latest color. And it is very, very cool. It does some incredible things when you oxidize. I'm going to bring this up to the camera and hopefully you can see how it goes into some different colors. Now, in this application, I use it with Kitsch Flamingo, Mustard Seed, and a little bit of Wild Honey. And oh my gosh, I just loved what it did. It like kind of veers into sort of a periwinkle color. And I'm going to see if I can just by hand move my camera, because you are not going to believe what is sitting right here. Yes, he is sitting that close to it. He, for some reason, thinks that Tim made this paint for him, and you know, I don't know, what can I do? If you've been following my exploits on Instagram, you know that my studio's a mess right now, and because of a burst pipe, so I'm working out of my home and my dining room table, to be specific. It's been a little challenging. Did I just use the same color twice in a row? I might have. I don't know. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put a few droplets of the Lost Shadow on there. And when I wet this, which is my favorite thing about the Distress Oxide. Oxide? Yes, oxidize. Right. I don't know how it works. The chemicals. Oh my God, but it's beautiful. And look when you emboss how it goes right around all those letters. I think that's so cool. And especially when you use this is the refiller, Lost Shadow, and I'm using it with the other colors. And I just love, oh my gosh, I could play with this all day long, right? Just playing around with it. And I think it's so cool. I love gray and yellow together. Weren't those the two Pantone colors last year or a couple years ago? I don't know. So pretty. But look at the oxidation. Look at how these colors are blending up. It is wild. I mean, wild. So then I just blotted it down here because I figure this will be an extra sheet that can become a collage background, or, you know, who knows what, right? Because you can never have too many collage items. So I am going to use this, and then I'm going to need to dry this real quick to show you what I did next. So let's do a quick dry here. When you're drying it, if you use a heat tool like this, it actually makes some very, very little interesting results. And like here on the paper, boy, Sterling's not a fan of the dryer. Yeah, well, that's okay. But up here where it's moving around, it's so cool, right? Love, love, love that. All right, I think this one's probably dry. Hard to tell. Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's about there. So from here, you can take it in so many different directions. You can add pencil to it. I was going to use these oil pencils. I would use my Tim pencils if they were here, but sadly they're in a pod with the rest of my my art supplies that I can't get to right now. So I just used on the other one, I used a pencil, the oil pencil, and then I just took a little of the Lost Shadow ink. This is the Distress Ink Lost Shadow, and I put it on the end of the sponge. This is how I'm going to use it a lot. I can just tell you because this color is divine. And look how it like kind of grunges up the edge on that. It's so nice, right? Love it, love it, love it. So then you would just cut this out and you have this. See, you can see the edges of the ink. And I think these Rolodex, I mean, this is kind of cool, right? This could be your 100-day project. You could do one of these little Rolodex cards every day. The 100-day project starts soon, and you would have the stencils in time. And, well, I think it's a perfect idea. What do you think? Why don't you consider joining us in the club? It is the deal of the century. In addition to these fabulous stencils, these 2 stencils, you get the camaraderie of our group where we do some swaps and we trade ideas and we have an awful lot of fun. You also get a 20% coupon every month, which is the only couponing that we ever do at StencilClub. So that's pretty special in and of itself. And the $25 prize, that's in the United States, $25, you get these 2 stencils. That includes shipping. So this is quite a deal. I hope to see you in the club, and I hope you'll think about using Tim's Lost Shadow color. It is pretty darn cool. Love, love, love it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Mary Beth Shaw from StencilGirl Products.